Assistant Superintendent's report.
My report is very light this month as I don't have a monthly financial report due to some changes that were occurring in our software program with the Township Treasurer. But those will be ready to go for next month. So the first report that I shared with you is a monthly student activity account report for July with information on individual account detail. Given it was in July, there was very little activity with individual accounts.
Bless you.
Thank you. The second report is the fourth quarter rental report with some annual information as well. This report begins on page 9 of Board Book. There's been a few requests for a different format moving forward, so I'll be working on revising that format, and I'll share it first with the Finance Advisory Council next week, and then I can present it to the entire board. The year-to-date revenues for this year for rentals were $77,834, and expenditures were $22,710, resulting in a surplus of roughly $55,000. When comparing revenue to expenditures for rentals, we should always have a surplus, as that money is then used to maintain all of the facilities that we're renting out over the years. This surplus is similar to the previous fiscal year, which was $63,000 roughly. And that difference from last year to this year is there was one big payment, which was the pool payment that we didn't receive until fiscal year 20, but it was for fiscal year 19. Additionally, there were some questions submitted on this report. The report only shows paid invoices. So as I was just explaining, there was no pool activity because they paid right after the close of fiscal year 19. Additionally, there was a question about past rental revenue. And what we previously discussed was that the actual revenue rental is down from what we budgeted for. So there'll always be that surplus. But last year when the budget was being built, Scott had anticipated the revenue coming in around $100,000, and that's not the case. So that's been lowered for next year to 90, which I think is a more realistic number and more accurate number. And that was it for the Assistant Superintendent report this month.
Any questions?
Questions? No rental? I think what I had asked was probably just put together the same graph. Just this fourth quarter is the year end.
We're going to do that, and I think we're going to enhance it a little bit more.
Okay. Well, I had a feeling you'd make it sharper. Sure. Okay.